What's up, everybody? This is Big Ox 666 here, and check it out. Back in the early '90s, there was a game called Fatal Fury, and that game was so freaking awesome. It really was. I mean, it was very basic, but it was awesome. You had three characters. You pretty much had to go kill the top dog, which was Geese. I think that's his name, and you had three characters named Terry, which was my favorite, Andy, and Joe. Every time I try to fight Geese, I can't think it's Geese Howard. He always kicked my ass with Andy or Joe all the freaking time, like all the freaking time. So my only character was Terry, and ever since then I always use Terry because he was freaking awesome, to my opinion. But that game was amazing, and I know they're gonna make so many series of the Fatal Fury, but they tried to change the name, and it was pretty much King of Fighters. King of Fighters like 95, 94, 95, 96, 97, like whatever. But now we're up to like King of Fighters like 14. I have King of Fighters 11. I don't think I purchased this thing. Either I think my stepsister gave me this game, King of Fighters 11, and I recently played it, and it was just like, man, it was all right. It really was, but I mostly prefer Capcom versus SNK 2 and the first one for PlayStation 1. This game right here had Street Fighter characters and also King of Fighter characters, which my team was Ken, Sakura, and it's usually Terry, but can't pronounce. I'll probably pronounce his name wrong. It's like Iori, like Ori. That character, he was just like psychotic, and I loved him. I loved his costume, I really did, and he just reminds me of Ken so much. Just the King of Fighter series, and also have this game right here, the Neo Geo Battle Coliseum, it was all right. It was meh, but Capcom versus SNK 1 and 2 were like my favorite, like top dogs and stuff like that. And I did play King of Fighters Maximum Impact. I think it was the second one. If I'm not mistaken, it had like a gothic girl. What happened was I was working at Walmart, stuff like that, and I was on my break. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go see my step family, see what they're doing. So I went over there, and they're playing King of Fighters Maximum Impact. I think it was the second one, and I was just like, what is this game? Stepsister told me like, hey, it's why don't you try it out? And I was like, okay, cool. I had this gothic girl. I don't know what her name was or whatever, but she pretty much was all in black, that had that Lolita style to her, and her special, she only had one special. You couldn't do it multiple times. She only had one special, and she was throwing fireballs down at the enemy. I think it was the Maximum Impact 2, but I'm not mistaken. But that was back in 2006 because I looked it up. But I think it's that game. I'm just saying. But I've been behind the King of Fighters, like behind the, not like way behind, but the story, because I usually play mostly the Street Fighter series, the Guilty Gear series, what else? Mortal Kombat series, and that's basically it. And same thing with Tekken. I'm behind the story of that, and also Dead or Alive series, behind on that crap too. But what can you do? You can only play certain games. Even Soul Calibur, I'm talking about that. I'm behind the story of that crap too. But this will be my first impressions of King of Fighters 14, because I played 11 and Maximum Impact 2 and missed 12 and 13 out, and I heard the reviews about it, and they pretty much like sucked. So it's just like I ain't gonna mess with that, screw that crap. So I just never got a chance to play it. So I played the demo of this, and it is not a bad game. It's really not a bad game. I mean, if you play any of the Street Fighters or the Guilty Gears, the same gameplay and easy, using their special moves and stuff like that. It's just like bam, very very easy. You have a very meter at the very bottom where you pretty much use your special, or you use your max mode to have more powerful specials and stuff like that, which is pretty basic. And you get a roll technique and stuff like that, and nothing major. The graphics, to be honest, this is a demo here. They might change a few things here and there, but the graphics to me honestly looks like PS3 and 360 graphics. There's nothing spectacular to it or nothing like that. It just looks high res PS3 graphics. I've seen better graphics on the PS4 of fighting games. This looks like a PS3 or 360 game, nothing more. The gameplay, it's solid. It's very fluid. I mean, there's no lag or any frame rate drops from what I played. And to be honest, I wasn't feeling it at first. I was just like, man, what is wrong? Am I pushing the wrong buttons and stuff like that? But I kept on playing it after a little bit. I was just like, you know what? This is actually a pretty decent freaking King of Fighters game. It doesn't have the fast movement compared to Capcom versus SNK 2. This is fast. I love it. It has that fast, quick fight style to it, and I pretty much loved it. I really did. But this right here, the only problem I have with it doesn't have, I'm going to compare it to Marvel vs. Capcom. You can't switch out characters back and forth when you choose. You just have to beat each character one by one. Once a character defeated, you have to fight the next character, and once that character defeated, you have to fight the last character. And I always hated that. I really did, and I was just like, oh, why can't you just switch out the character on the fly? That'd be freaking great. But they always been the traditional way, and they never changed that. Which that'd be great if you could switch stuff on the fly, but they always been like this, so that's not going to change. But the gameplay is great. The graphics is PS3 360 average. I know I'm saying the same thing, but I'm just trying to get my point across. But overall, it's a basic fighting game. I mean, it's nothing major. It's just King of Fighters. If you play King of Fighters, you know what to expect. If you're a hardcore King of Fighters fan, and pretty much I'm like meh on the King of Fighters series. I mean, even though I like Ori and Kyo and Mai with her big freaking titties and stuff like that, but that's about it. I mean, Capcom, make a Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. SNK 3. That'd be great. But who knows? But anyways, this is my first impressions. I know I was rambling on about video games and stuff like that, but it's an okay game. I'll probably get it eventually, maybe like $10 to $20, but $60, I don't know. I really don't see myself like actually playing it constantly. It's just like, oh, King of Fighters, I haven't played this in a while. I might as well play it, stuff like that. But it's the demos, it's man. I'll wait for it to go on price. But anyways, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Are you guys gonna pick this game up? For $60 or whatever, or even at all? Let me know in the comment section below. But anyways, this is Big Ox 666. Y'all stay awesome, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.